The feds know exactly where I live when they want my firearms, but somehow they didn't know how to reach me when my personal data may have been breached. And if the government can find my door to take my property, it can find my mailbox to warn me when my privacy, or worse, is at risk. I want you to think about the contradiction here. The government knows exactly where I live. They have my name, my RPAL, so my firearms license number. They have my date of birth, my home address. And they know all of this because I followed the law, because I went through the background checks, because I took the course, because I complied, because I renew my license. And they are, of course, if you live somewhere other than Alberta or Saskatchewan, planning to send officials door to door to collect legally purchased firearms under a ban that only targets licensed owners, not gang members, not smugglers, not repeat violent offenders, but the most vetted people in the entire country. You see, these people can find me just fine when they want my property. But in March 2021, when a supplier to the Canadian firearms program was hit with ransomware, and the RCMP admits it cannot confirm whether personal data was accessed, I wasn't told. I only know because it was reported by the Investigative Journalism Foundation. I wasn't told directly. There was no letter to my house, no phone call, no email, no instruction to monitor credit, to take extra precautions. The feds have my address. They use that address to regulate me. They could have used that address to protect me, or at least allow me to protect myself. I don't need the feds to protect me at all. Instead, there was just a temporary website notice about a, quote, possible ransomware attack, and then that vanished.
Gun bans make great distractions.
Trudeau may be gone, but Carney has picked up his same rhetoric.
We will quickly, and I mean quickly, reinvigorate the buyback of
Hunters, collectors, competitors, and defenders of tradition are still being targeted, while criminals run wild under Liberal policy. But we are fighting back. Join us, Canada's National Firearms Association, in defense of freedom.
Now let's be responsible about this. Let's be unlike the federal government. So far, there's no public evidence that gangs are sitting on a master shopping list of firearms owners. That has yet to be shown. And I say yet, because I wouldn't be surprised at all if that were the case, and we weren't informed about that either. When the federal police cannot confirm whether sensitive identifying data tied to firearms ownership was accessed during a ransomware attack in a country where organized crime and transnational intimidation networks are very real, that's not trivial. Because one of the scenarios we have to consider is that organized crime rings now have shopping lists of who has what, and nobody's telling us. And this is all about priorities from the federal government. If the state can mobilize en masse to confiscate property from licensed firearms owners, it can mobilize to notify them when their data may have been exposed to gangs. But here, the transparency from the feds, it was optional, and silence was the default. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. If you'd like to sign our petition telling our Public Safety Minister, Gary Anandasangari, a man who knows absolutely nothing about law-abiding firearms owners in this country, to keep his mitts off our lawfully acquired firearms, please go to handsofourguns.ca.